So the first thing we're going to do is take our Maybelline Baby Skin to close up our pores. So we're going to put a little bit on our fingertips and we're going to rub it all over our face just to get us started. So next I'm going to take my Maybelline Master Prime and I'm going to put that on my fingertips and rub it on my face. I am double priming my face today because I am putting on a lot of product and want it to go on nice and smooth. After that, I'm going to take my trusty beauty blender and I'm going to dampen it up with my spray bottle. So my foundation of choice is the L'Oreal Infallible. I love this stuff, you guys. I am the color Soft Sable, so I'm going to dip my beauty blender in it and dab it all over my face in small circular motions. This stuff dries rather quickly, so you might want to move fast to blend it to perfection, but once you blend it, it is beautiful. Once my foundation is set, I am going to take my LA Girl concealer in the color Toffee and go up under my eyes. I usually like to go lighter up under my eyes, but since I'm going to have a lot going on around my eyes, I'm not really worried about the highlight. So I just want to cover my bags as best as possible, so I kind of stuck close to my skin tone. So the color Toffee is going to do just fine as opposed to like a medium or a light like I would normally go. So I'm just going to put this on the usual spots, up under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, above my lip and my chin. And then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just blend it all out to give me a nice smooth finish. So after this, I am going to take my Sacha Buttercup setting powder and just set my usual places up under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, above my lip and my chin. I'm not going to bake it like I would usually do because I'm going to have a lot going on up under my eyes and the highlight's really not going to be important. So after this, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible finishing powder and just go around the spots that I did not highlight. Once I set the powder on these areas, I'm going to go back and brush off my highlighting powder. So I didn't bake it like I usually do because I'm going to have a lot going on, so I don't need to bake anything. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to take my green pencil for face painting by Crayola, and I'm going to outline the shape that I want my eyes to be. Mine was a little round with main focusing on the center towards my nose, but you can draw the shape however you would prefer it to be with your eyes. My eyes are a bit wider, so I want to narrow it down towards this, middle of my nose. Okay, so after I do this, I'm going to take this Nice Green by BH Cosmetics and I'm going to fill in the outline that I've created for my eye. BH Cosmetics, their eyeshadows are really pigmented, so this worked really good for this look. And I'm going to use this green as basically a base color for what I'm going to try to create with this shape and of my eye, and I'm going to shade in around, mostly filling in the shape that I've drawn, but I am not going to go all the way down around my eye and up under. I'm going to try to leave that area open for another color that I want to put, and I'm just going to fill it in as best I can, and I'm going to do that on both eyes. So after this, I'm going to go in with a darker green on that area that I left open with the same blending brush as before. I want to add more depth to this green. I mean, I want to look like honey. I was born on St. Patty's Day and I am the luck of the Irish. So we're going to go on top and underneath and blend it on in. Okay, so after I do that, I'm going to take a nice flat blending brush and that same green as before and create me a nice wing with the eyeshadow. This is a great trick that I learned that before I got really good at doing liquid liner and gel liner. If you're not really good at it, you can always create you a wing with your eyeshadow to give you that nice elongated look with your eyes if you're not good at it. Okay, so after this, I'm going to take that same blending brush as before and just kind of blend out any harsh lines I may have created with the dark shadow and just make it look really airbrushed and flawless, honey. Flawless. Wake up, flawless. So that dark green added a little more gloom, but I want a nice sultry look, so I'm going to take a nice black matted eyeshadow in my NYX Dream Catcher palette and my no name blending brush and just kind of go over that dark green to give me a little more sultry in the eye. Okay, so after that, I'm going to take this spoolie and brush the hairs of my eyebrow up so you can see their shape. And then afterwards, I'm going to take this nice glitter eyeliner, honey, by NYX and outline the shape of my brows. Okay, so next I'm going to take my Nye Glitter Glue and I am going to rub this glitter glue all over my eyebrows, and I'm kind of going to go in the shape that I want my eyebrows to be. So I'm going to go upward towards the front and kind of down and angle towards the end to lay my hairs down really nice and neat, and also apply glue so I can attach the glitter. Okay, so next I'm going to take my gold glitter by Glamour Glitter, and I'm going to take a nice angled brush and I'm going to pour the glitter out in a nice safe area where I don't knock it over, child. And I'm going to apply that glitter to my eyebrow. Now, I will say that if you want your brows to be really prominent, like really bright, I would suggest like adding like a gold paint or a yellow paint to your eyebrow before applying the gold glitter. That's only if you want your brows to really stand out. I kind of wanted my brows to look like they were just made of gold shimmer and they just grew with the glory of God shimmering and shining bright. But that's only because I wanted it that way. But if you want them to be really bold, I suggest adding a paint first. Okay, so once I am satisfied with my brows and the way they are sparkling, child, I'm going to take my nice little diamond studs and my Nye Glitter Glue, and I'm going to outline the parts in glue that I want to lay down my stones. Now, I started off with my hands, but as time went on while I was recording this video, I started placing the stones with my tweezers, honey, and it just got a little bit easier and as far as me like creating the design that I wanted. You can do any design that you want to. I didn't get super detailed for video purposes, but I did get dramatic, child, because you know when we come through, we always wants to come through and educate and slay the kids. So of course I did halfway around one eye, and then I went all the way around another eye, and then I brung it down some on my face, you know, just to give you a little wham bam thank you ma'am. You know, I just had to come through. You got to come through. Now, I also wanted to add that, you know, sometimes the glue or the gemstone may slip and fall off, which is, it's okay. You don't have to freak out. Just put another one on. It is easier to, when you're applying these, to just kind of have your hand up underneath so you can catch one as it falls, because you don't want to waste any of your stones. Okay, so after you create the design that you want with your stones, honey, we are going to take our liquid liner by NYX and we are going to line the top of our eyelid. Now, I wasn't going to go as dramatic at first, but then I thought about it and I was like, I think I want to wing today. I want to fly. I want to be among the angels, child. So I gave myself a wing and I filled it in all nice and lovely. And I'm going to also elongate the crease of my eye to give it a more dramatic effect. Okay, so after I have done the top of my eye, I'm going to go down to the bottom with that same liquid liner and kind of create an elongated under eye. I'm going to leave a space between the top liner and the bottom liner. Now, you don't have to be perfect with this, and the reason why you don't have to be perfect with this when it comes to lining up under your eye is because we're going to take a nice black pencil and we're going to smudge it out. This pencil can be by any brand. The brand I used, of course, was NYX, and it was their black liner. We're going to use that to smudge out the bottom, and then we're going to go back with a nice black matte eyeshadow to kind of blend it out. So it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. You want to be as precise as possible, but you don't have to be perfect. And the reason why is because we are going to take that glitter eyeliner from before and kind of fill in the crease between the top and bottom liner. Okay, so after I finish smudging out the top and bottom liner with that black matte eyeshadow, I'm going to take my NYX glitter liner and I'm going to fill in that inner crease between the top and bottom liner. So basically, I'm just connecting the top and bottom liner together to give my eyes a nice pointy look towards my nose, and also just to add a little more shimmy for your shake, you know. Y'all know I love glitter. Don't act new to this. Okay, so after I did that, I went ahead and applied me some falsies off camera. The falsies I used are by Salona Perfect in the style Dramatized. And here you can just see me take a big kabuki brush and my favorite blush by Black Radiance and just apply the blush to my cheeks. Now, it was kind of hard for me to do the side with the stones. I just kind of dabbed it there, as you can see. And so next I took my favorite highlighter by L'Oreal LUMI and a very small blending brush and just highlighted my cheeks and went back with the huge kabuki brush to kind of tone it down without knocking off any of my rhinestones. Okay, so as you guys know, it is time for the lippy, and I am going to take this color by Revlon, the color 657, and just outline my lips and give it a nice pink fuchsia base. Okay, so after I lay down that pink fuchsia as my base, I'm going to take my Nye Glitter Glue and apply it to the top of my lips. I don't know where I would be without this stuff, you guys. I absolutely love it. I'm going to take some pink glitter that I got from Walmart and a nice flat blending brush to place it on my lips and make them as sparkly as I want them to be. Please do not get this glitter glue in your mouth, because once it's in your mouth, it is there and the taste is so nasty. Okay, so after I sprayed my face with my setting spray, I went back with my glitter eyeliner and just went up under my wing to add a little bit more sparkle. Okay, so there you have it, you guys, the finished look. I added this just to give it a little bit of flair, you know. But here you are. This is just an over dramatic St. Patrick's Day look. I hope you guys like it. This is it for this week's video. Love, peace, and chicken grease, and I'll see you next week. Bye.